Alright. I'm already partway through this game, but not very far. I'm gonna go do a skirmish first, because I did this skirmish earlier, and then I accidentally started a challenge mission immediately without saving.
You will now be briefed on the operation.
And there was no way I was going to beat that challenge, so I basically lost the progress. This should be pretty quick. I did this in 2 turns this morning, so hopefully that will be the case again. Let's see. Doesn't really matter who I'm putting over here. I'm not going to touch any of those people. But that distribution was able to hold that point completely earlier, so alright, and on this side I just need Alicia and Salinas. I'm not even sure I need Salinas.
Alright.
Since I forgot to use him last time and then it worked out anyway.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia!
But I guess
Squad
he still
7,
killed someone on their
move
turn,
out!
so. So some of you might not actually know what this game is. It is a hybrid strategy and third-person shooter game. So this is where I'm selecting the unit to control, but when I take control of a unit, I control them in a sort of third-person shooter. That bar at the top next to the thing CP with the flashing badges, that's basically my action points for the turn, which lets me do things like issue orders, which are these, or activate a unit to take a turn. Down the bottom right you can see the unit stats. The little blue icon is what type of unit they are. This is a tank. There's a unit pro picture. There's the body and tread HP for my tank. And then that gold bar is the action points for that unit. A unit can act basically any number of times you want in a turn, but their action point bar will be shorter each time they act as they get more tired. So they can't move as far. And some units have a limited number of shots per turn and only regenerate one of those if they're not in a base.
Here we go!
That's probably
Gotta
all you
love
need to know
nature.
for now. Tanks are unique in that they use AP to turn in addition to move.
Position.
So you have to be a little more careful with them.
They're behind us!
So basically you move as soon as you start your unit's action, and while you're moving, any enemies that are facing you can take shots at you. So you want to stay in cover and such. Then you can enter into this firing mode, or aim mode. Then you can choose a weapon. This is machine gun, anti-tank cannon, and mortar. Mortar is the only one that has limited ammo for the tank per round. I've upgraded it to have 2 shots per round, but if I fire it twice, it'll take 2 turns to regenerate all of its ammo, so. Yeah, so I'm going to fire a mortar round at these fools.
Who are these guys? Give it all you've got. Entering combat.
Take a second action. As you may have noticed, the orange bar was shorter this
I
time.
want all of you returning alive.
Also, this tank is just going to crawl up this hill.
Prepare to intercept.
Let's see. I probably want to take them out.
Target
I don't
locked.
think I can get him with my machine gun from here. Oh yeah, so now that I'm actually aiming at someone, you can see cursor turns red when I'm actually over an enemy, Right now the 2 kill is question mark because it basically means at this range with this gun it'll take more than 100 shots. If I aim for the head it would take 9, but I only have 7, and that orange ring is where my shots might land, so that's definitely not happening. Tanks are actually really inaccurate and not super good at killing people anyway, unless they're using mortars or their gun way up close. But I think I'll mortar this guy. I suppose I should just do exactly what I did last time.
Moving out!
Alicia is a scout. She's another one of the main characters. There's a guy in that grass over there, but he won't pop up to attack me unless I get close enough. So, not that big a deal, as it turns out.
Enemy sighted!
Keep your eyes peeled out there.
Enemy unit spotted! Enemy sighted!
Best of luck out there.
Enemy sighted!
I'm gonna make sure I get this guy. If I didn't, he would probably kill me.
Good work. Keep it up.
Moving out! Enemy unit spotted! Now!
Her grenade is another limited ammo weapon, so she only has
Who are these
1
guys?
per turn, but that also means that she can always use it on a turn.
Focus on making smart choices.
Unless, of course, she
soldiers.
acts multiple times, since it's per round, not per action.
Tighten up perimeter defenses.
Now you'll actually see what's going on at the other side. Why I put 2 riflemen in the back and machine gunners on the front line. Oh, well that didn't go so well this time. But since he's in a base, he's got pretty good defense, so that was pretty much suicide. Infantry units heal a little health every turn, and they heal significantly more if they're in a base. Tanks only heal if they're in a base, or if you have an engineer repair them. There's also a medkit type item that you can use to heal infantry, that engineers carry a large version of, and most units carry a small version of.
Entering combat. Don't let up on the offense.
Enemy sighted! Enemy sighted!
Don't
Enemy
get
sighted!
careless. It could be anywhere.
Hostile sighted. Currently in pursuit.
Alright. Now these small arms basically do nothing against my tank. You may notice that glowing blue thing right under the rumble sound effect on the enemy tank. I have one of those too. It's called the radiator. It's the tank's weak point. And small arms actually do 1 point of damage every time they hit that, but as you might notice in my health bar, even that is essentially nothing.
Who are these guys?
Alright. Almost ready to capture that base.
Entering combat!
Now what I'm going to do is basically completely ignore that tank, other
Hostile
than
sighted!
to park
Please be
here,
careful of stray bullets.
obstructing its gun's view from its forward arc. And what that's going to do
Best of
is
luck out
shield
there.
Alicia as she runs from that alley into that base over there.
Speed is the key to mission completion.
And this is probably not going to work very well, but Just gonna go ahead and fire at that guy. Holy shit!
Enemy unit neutralized.
That wasn't very likely. Okay. That, I think, was a 100% accurate tank
My
shot.
turn, okay?
Alright, now let's hope I... Okay, good. She should be clear.
Enemy sighted.
Get ready to intercept.
That guy's got his back turned like an idiot.
Now.
Now, alright, he's gonna shoot me, but he's an enemy leader
My
and therefore
turn,
we're at
okay?
points, so I'm gonna finish him. Now see, that's one of the most annoying things. I was mashing the aim mode button so that she would get in it as soon as possible, but while she's raising her gun, he still got a chance to shoot her several times. Anyway. So that's worth some extra XP and money. Because I didn't,
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
because I didn't get that guy with the tank last time, I wasn't able to use her second shot to finish him. Hitting him with a grenade, even though it didn't kill him, was necessary, because while he's standing here, she can't occupy the space, which she now did, which was the mission objective, so that. I still don't understand how that's only a B rank. And beating it in 3 turns and killing every single unit on the map is also a B rank, because that's what I did the first time. So, I'm kind of at a loss. I'm gonna check on that stream video real quick. Which is lagging. Okay, well, it's live anyway. It's trying to show me another ad. I'm gonna assume it's working. And now these scenarios, or skirmishes, are missions that you can replay that are based on normal missions, but you cannot play normal missions more than once. Let's see. So I guess I'll show the headquarters before I go back to the story. Alright, so there's the squad barracks, which isn't especially useful. It just lets you look at your troops. Here's the command room, where I should probably go since I'm on a new chapter.
Hello, Welkin.
Oh, hey!
Here to find
Steam just figured out that it needs to give me achievements for everything I've done so far in the game.
Oh, and there have been some new recruits.
That's nice. I was just complaining about that this morning. Alright, so I've got some new people I can recruit. Let's see. Oh, Hanas! Good, I usually have Hanas in my forces, but he wasn't one of the starting people this time. Not sure who to remove. Probably Vice. It makes me feel weird having Vice here. Vice and Ica are both from another game, which I forget the name of, but yeah.
You're a good man, Welkin. Anytime you need me,
Welkin is
call
the
and I'll
main
come
character.
running.
Haynes Salinger, reporting for duty, sir.
I like this guy. Wow, I don't think I've seen that guy before. Okay, Darkson Hater. This one. Darkson is a race that supposedly once ruled the continent until the Valkyria wiped them out or took them out. They still exist. So Darkson Hater is basically giant racist, and it's treated weirdly like it's not a big deal that they really, really hate this race of people in this game, based on basically myths. I don't really like to keep them around. The driver of my tank is a Darkson, who is also basically my sister, and then the tank itself was created by her father, who, as you might guess, was also a Darkson. And it belonged to my character's father, who I guess was like big deal, general. Right. But the rest of these potentials, basically they're things that, well, things like metal allergy are always going to happen. But things like born leader might happen. So these are just like attributes, special things about these particular units. Since each type of unit levels up as a group, which I'll show you later in just a minute. So these are what actually set them apart, besides like their HP count. So like if she's with a group and she gets attacked, she might get a increased chance to dodge the shot. But if she's in the trenches, then she gets a drop in attack power. And there's a whole section on personnel that gives more backstory on these people and usually explains why they are the way they are. Like this guy was a town watch captain, as was Alicia in the same town. Wait, where's Ted? He's in my forces. Ted wants to be a clown. That's his deal, I guess. Oh, I don't actually know what show off does. Oh, that's interesting. So in the last mission I did, this guy, I sent a stormtrooper down a path, and he rounded a corner and got shot to death by 2 enemy stormtroopers. So I sent Ted in, and he killed both of them by himself and rescued that guy, and then rushed in to capture the enemy base, winning the mission. So that was his big day. Usually these mean that they're sexually attracted to them. Like there are gay characters in this. Like Jan, I think his name's Jan. The Lancer is gay. I'm not entirely sure if Ted is bisexual or if he just really, really likes people, because that seems like a possibility with him. Let me scroll down to Jan. Yeah, Jan is not subtle about being gay. Walter Nash, who for some reason is a beatnik, but he mostly likes to garden and cook. I don't know. I really like that they have backstories for everyone. And the snipers, for some reason, are all pretty terrible people, except Oscar, who's a cool guy. Although now he's become a coward. He didn't have that before. But yeah, pretty much everyone who's a sniper is a sniper because they're a coward in this game, which is really weird. Except maybe Marina.
Come back anytime.
Oh yeah, and that woman is the one in charge of the militia, which is what I'm in, not the regular army. Let's see. So here's the war cemetery, which I didn't go to for a really long time because I assumed it was for dead units, and I didn't have any. But it turns out it's actually where you go to have this guy teach you special orders. I can't afford this one, and I probably won't get it anyway.
I hope we'll meet again.
Then there's Castlefront Street, which is where this embedded reporter publishes.
Oh, and how about the new Rising Star? I couldn't help but snipe him.
Anyway, so she publishes these news stories on like a bulletin board somewhere or something. I don't exactly remember, but basically the deal is that she publishes them here so that the radio station she works for can't edit them in any way. And then also she has these which unlock special chapters in the book, which usually are mostly cutscenes, but sometimes also have special missions that you can do.
Come back and see.
So these are the 2 less important places to use XP and money. So now let's look at where you're really using it.
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggots!
This is the training field.
Train all you want!
Thank you. This is the training field, which is where you go to increase the levels of unit types. I try to keep everyone pretty balanced, just because it's not that hard to
Hey!
gain levels as you go on, especially if you do the skirmishes.
Good work!
Not really any grinding and not really any trouble having enough money and experience to keep your units upgraded, which is something I appreciate about this game. I think I'll put the rest of this into shock troopers to bring down their required amount for the next time. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
Come back!
Alright, that's the training field. And there's the R&D facility.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man. What can I do you for?
So here's where you upgrade pretty much everything. One thing I really like about it is that, though it's really, really subtle, the weapons actually start to change in appearance as you move on. Like, the gun gets a little longer here. Actually, same thing here. The tanks, the lance... Oh! I didn't talk about lances. So, here you can see it picked up a scope and the muzzle got wider, but lances are the anti-tank weapons in this game, and they're essentially RPGs, except shaped like lances and carried like lances. Oh, I need to mute that conversation. Hold on. Okay. It doesn't actually look like I have any more upgrades to do. Oh, based on the amount of money I have, I probably already did it. Anyway, and then the Edelweiss, which is your special tank, has its own, which, by the way, was you brought with you when you joined the militia, which is my favorite part of this story. You guys have a tank just because you personally owned a tank. Yeah, so here's some upgrades for the main cannon, and I'll go over to treads. Upgrades to things like the radiator's defense level, tread, defense, and health. Here's the thing that upgrades the mortar to hold 2 rounds instead of 1. Something that makes your gun a little more accurate. So yeah, all kinds of upgrades in this game. I didn't scroll down far enough that you could see, but the infantry weapons actually branch after a certain point into 2 or 3 different varieties that need to be bought separately, that you can each be upgraded. And they can have special effects, like rifles can be loaded with poison rounds that lower defense, so that if, say, your scout who's not very strong hits a lancer or something from some distance and doesn't do a whole lot of damage, it can lower their defense so that someone can move in and finish them off. Stuff like that. Okay. That's everything in headquarters. And I got something new in the personnel tab. Of course, I didn't actually read everything, so I don't know how I'm going to know what's new. Oh! I have new entries because of the new team members. Yeah, so basically each of these people has like a page of information, but it unlocks over the course of the game, and as you do things like purchase Ellet's side stories. Yeah, here's also where you can get a pretty good look at how the art effect, I don't know what you want to call it, the colored pencil looking effect that they use in this game. It's actually a pretty simple effect, but it works pretty well, especially with still images like this. What does it say about this guy? I think he's from Crimson Sky or something like that. Anyway. Oh yeah, that's how I do that. Okay, well now I don't have to use that menu. Alright, I'm going to save, since I did all that stuff. And cutscene time. Unfortunately, on the PC port, the pre-rendered cutscenes are still the PS3 versions of the cutscenes, so they're rendered at 720p. That's why they don't look as good as the rest of the game, which is a weird reversal.
Know what? This is one strange place.
That's Largo
Rocks
Otter.
with holes in them. Dug up ground as far as the eye can see.
Not always. They say this used to be a huge ancient city. Now there's nothing but desert left.
We all know what happened. The Darkson calamity happened. They say the Darkhairs used some kind of dark arts to burn the city. Left nothing but ash.
Can't see what kind of magic it used to burn up this much land, though. It's just crazy.
I don't know. Isara said that was a myth with no real historical evidence.
Look, their kind has been digging up Ragnite since forever. So who's to say
Largo
they
and
don't
Rosie
know
are
some
both giant
weird,
racists.
Darksony type way to use the stuff as a weapon? I'm just saying.
You regularly talk like this right in
as
front
I
of your
was
Darkson
saying,
sister.
We are in the middle of the battle.
Start shit with her.
And what exactly are we doing?
Almost tearing the unit apart.
We've received some intelligence.
And it's
They're
always
saying
treated
the
like
Imperials have set up a base
not
near
really
the
their
Barious
fault.
ruins. Squad 7 was sent out here to investigate. We need to verify the information.
Empyreans here? Some sandbox to come playing. I don't get those Empyreans. Who knows what they're thinking?
She's right. Something is definitely up here. I mean, I just can't figure it out, you know? Why would they occupy this place?
Enemy sighted! Tanks at 040. Distance 800. Hold on. Yes. There are foot soldiers as well. And they're taking up combat positions.
Well, it looks like we found our bad guys.
Squad 7, combat formation.
Ah, here's an optional mission thing.
I didn't think you could look any gloomier.
Oh, it's you.
No need to be unfriendly, is there? Is there something on your mind, Gregor?
His Grace, Maximilian. Barious holds no strategic worth. Why lead a force there himself?
He took Selvaria with him, so it probably has something to do with the Valkyria.
His Grace places too much stock in the power of the Valkyria.
Maybe. But I can understand the fascination easily enough. The power of the Valkyria is enough to claim all of Europa. Maybe the entire globe.
Even without it, the Empire's military strength is quite capable of taking control of Europa.
The stronger you are, the shorter that road. I say let him be. I need him to return to the court with enough clout to honor that deal. Relax. We'll hear all about their desert adventures soon enough.
So, Jaeger and Gregor are two of the Triumviri, the three people that lead Maximilian's armies. Maximilian is the Imperial Prince, not the Emperor, and he's overall in charge of this invasion. Basically, this is World War II, except the country we're from is a neutral country that the Empyreans invaded because we have lots of Ragnite, which is the resource that powers everything in this world. And apparently because Maximilian wants to discover some power that he thinks is here. Go ahead and save that.
You will now be briefed on the...
This one is not so fun. Much harder than the one I just did. There's one thing I distinctly remember about this mission. If you look at the top right corner, you see two little gray smudges that are like an I and an L. Inside that L is an elite sniper who literally dodges every single shot that you fire at him. The only way I've ever killed him is with grenades that can't be dodged. And I think I used a tank last time. Just rolled up to that piece of rubble and fired a mortar over it. The guy's an asshole. But you get his sniper rifle if you kill him, which is how it works with all aces. Which reminds me, that's what the squad barracks is for, equipping things like the different branches of weapons once you get there, and elite weapons that you find on enemies. Except I generally don't like the Imperial weapons, or Empyrean weapons. Let's see. Can't send Salinas because desert allergy means he'll basically constantly take damage on this mission, which Rosie also has. I think I'll put Hana's here. Herbert is desert bred, so he actually has an advantage in the desert. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I'll need him to watch out for the tank. Can't remember if I'll need a Lancer yet. Might as well throw Ted in here. And Nina. Well, there's no reason not to put a Lancer there, I suppose. A Lancer with Scout Hater is the most useless thing. So if you decide to try to launch your super inaccurate rocket launcher at a person for some reason, she'll be pretty good at it, I guess. Sometimes. I'll put Nels here. Up here, I'm just going to put both snipers. I think there's a camp here, hopefully, so I can pull them out of the fight once they're done with their job.
All right, we're set to begin.
Here we go.
The enemy's spread out through the desert region. Squad 7, move out! Falia was saying those holes, there are furrows down.
Are you... Yeah.
On an open field like this.
Alright.
An order's an order.
I think my...
You're clear to advance. Move out.
Main concern is that there's
Enemy
a sniper
sighted.
over there, I believe. Yeah. Jeez. Snipers are actually not very accurate, but they can at least kill people from long range.
Ready and waiting for your command.
I'm actually going to give him a second shot.
You say so.
Hey!
See what you get?
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
You should be fairly safe here without that sniper.
Galleons at 3 o'clock. Distance 600 meters.
Ah, except there's another one. Alright. Pull him back. That sniper is not probably as much of a threat.
I'll do my best.
I'm gonna take this sniper and try to get these lancers that are gonna try to take out my tank. There's one I can't
We're
see
headed
from
straight
here.
for that machine gun.
Shit. Alright. Snipers, as you might expect, have very, very poor defense. Okay, this is one of the most ridiculous things about this game. That Lancer is crouching behind a wall. Despite, even if I shoot him in the head, it will deal less damage than a normal body shot. Even if I were behind him, he'd still have defense. Cover is just magic in this game. It's kind of annoying. We'd be better off killing him with someone on the ground. You can see there's another Lancer over there, but there's really nothing I can do. I think I'll try to kill that scout that was watching me.
Stupid Imperials! Yes!
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
And there doesn't seem to be a base here, so I'm going to run him back.
An error in judgment could cost you every...
Basically, the first thing I'm going to want to do is take this base. But I need to take down the Lancers here, here, roll the tank in. And take out that sniper as well. And get that Lancer as I get closer. Red units like this, you can see, I tried to point, can't see my finger. You see he's got one of those little CP badges on his unit picture. They're commanders, but not elites. So there's a commander Lancer, a commander shock trooper, another commander shock trooper in the very, very back. Actually, one of the most difficult things about this mission is once you start rolling into this base, they keep calling in more reinforcement shock troopers. So you kind of need to get a tank and maybe a sniper over here to kill them, so that you can run the scout in to capture. And of course, right here is the elite sniper I mentioned, who may not have spawned until I get halfway across the map.
I'll do my best.
I'm gonna have Oscar take another shot from his new position. So that Lancer's out in the open. And it would be nice to get him right now.
Stupid Imperials!
Ooh, just barely caught the top of his head.
Yes!
Yes, indeed.
Enemy unit neutralized. Hostiles approaching. Imperial units closing
I don't
in.
think he can
Watch
see the
out.
sniper, so it'll be fine.
Entering combat.
All units prepare to intercept.
Now!
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
That trench will make a good way for foot soldiers to approach that.
Head
But
toward the objective.
first,
Hostile sighted.
Keep advancing.
And if I stop here, the Lancer you can see off there that the tank doesn't have line of sight on won't be a big threat. And one Lancer can't really take down a tank as long as you have an engineer with you. So the tank's guns will keep anyone from trying to advance down this way, basically. I never noticed that cross there on the ground. That's kind of weird. I guess it's on the map. Yeah, I definitely didn't need them there.
Yeah, got it.
And all engineers are lazy jerks for some reason. Just like the snipers are all cowards. Strange game. This isn't gonna do too much, but I might as well shoot something.
Got it, yeah.
Oh my god!
I'm tired.
Enemy unit neutralized.
Oh. If you see that little disc there over by that third low wall, that is an anti-personnel mine, which I had not noticed until right now. And just like real war, stack this guy up behind the tank so he's safe. Like to move up. I think I'll move up.
Crush him!
Assault trooper first, or shock trooper.
Stupid lumps of iron.
Set a reasonable pace to preserve
Okay, she doesn't
tank.
like to be near tanks.
Keep an eye on your rear.
Oh, mine. Alright, there's no way she can do anything about that guy. Or that guy. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say she can't kill that sniper. She definitely shouldn't keep standing here where he can see her.
A second slip could...
I'll have time to move up scouts next round when I don't have so much sniping to do. Sniper's moving. Jesus. Now he's gonna run back to cover. Oh, that was Oscar. Well, Oscar's gonna retreat, so. If he falls, it'll be easy to save him.
Help. Please.
It's fine. I'll just move Ted up and have him tag Oscar on the way. And here he comes.
Damage minimal.
Well, those guys are both gonna die.
Here we go.
I'm not sure.
Fire!
Let's hope. Yep. It looks like it didn't kill one of them though. Did kill the captain.
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Enemy sighted.
Keep your eyes peeled out there.
Hostile sighted.
You're clear to advance. Move out.
Alright, so now
Advance cautiously.
that guy can't really do shit. And I've got my radiator covered. Well,
Here I go.
Nita can't reach him. She should at least be able to throw a grenade over the tank and finish him. which might damage my tank, but it should be fine.
Good work. Keep it up. Infantry,
She
move out.
might be able to advance and kill the Commander Lancer. More importantly, it's safe for Herbert to move.
Got it.
Which he needs to, because now he's standing out in the middle of nowhere.
Try not to take...
Oh yeah, every unit that an engineer runs past gets their ammo refilled also. So that sound you heard was his mortar refilling.
Thank you.
I think that heals like 500, so it can take at least like 2 lance hits a turn and only take 100 damage basically.
The undercarriage is blown.
I need Oscar save.
Here I go!
So Ted's gonna save another life here. That's
Please
medic.
stay strong. I'm on my way.
She doesn't have a name
Come on,
besides
this isn't
medic.
even funny!
I'm afraid my gun is
Hey, ladies! Nice spot, huh? Nice, huh? Just us guys.
Oh, jeez.
An error in judgment could cost you everything.
I love playing to a full house.
Keep that front line strong.
Come on, get close enough. I think his potential, his Fancy's men and Fancy's women potentials might both still be active. In addition to show off, which raises his defense. Ah, so close. I might have him finish
Please
that
keep the
guy,
enemy's position in mind.
since he can pretty definitely do it. That way I don't
Here I
have to
go.
use sniper. There we go.
Thank you! Thank you!
Who are these guys?
That's pretty great.
I love playing to a full house.
Alright. What should I do with the rest of these actions? Oh, right. I should try to kill that
Orders in
sniper.
order. Hostile detected.
Now, Chesary's only got 2 shots now because he started with 3 and used 2 on the first turn. Only restored 1.
I'm gonna fake out here before they can shoot me.
It would be nice if he could... Oh, God. The sniper's in cover. I'm just going to try to kill the shock trooper and worry about the sniper after.
Orders
They'll
in
get
order.
less actions every turn if I kill the shock trooper, so that's worth it.
See what you get?
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
Alright. And since Oscar got shot, I can use his slot to... Oh, great. I can use his slot in my roster to call in reinforcements once I take that base over there. Hooray! Not hooray! Oh. Oh! He must have thought that someone would still be over there to shoot. Come on.
Minor damage sustained.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Under
Just
minor
come out of
fire.
hiding like that. And the sniper's gonna do that again. Sometimes the AI in these levels is pretty heavily scripted. Oh, jeez. Well, that's just annoying. Both of them need to die this turn, which shouldn't be hard at all.
Here I go! Yeehaw!
Man down. Everybody be careful.
Found one here!
Alright, now she can finish this guy too.
Here I go!
Fortunately, snipers cannot take off-action shots. This game's so weird. It's like, hold on, hold still. I need to just put my gun right up to your face here.
Who are these guys?
Alright, put her back in cover here.
Don't get pinned down. Fire back.
Oh, it's just that tank over there. Yeah, that's not really a big deal. Okay. Now I'm gonna roll in the tank.
Here we go!
The tank is gonna kill the sniper. Isn't that nice?
Take
That
them
was
out.
a pause on
One
for me
unit
to,
at a time.
I don't know, put a bullet in that guy's head to make sure he can't be saved. I'm not sure why that's a mechanic. I've never seen
Enemy
an
sighted.
AI heal a lost person.
Fire!
Krakoom.
Good work. Keep it up.
Keep an eye on the uneven ground as...
Yeah, got it.
Alright, I need to repair the tank even if there
This looks
aren't
kind
any
of like home.
obvious enemies here.
Foot sol-
Thank you.
Never mind, it heals 1,000.
Keep your...
Yeah, if you do it right, it's pretty hard to lose your tank. Which is good, because if you lose your tank, you also fail the mission. And I don't think you can get any other tanks, despite the fact that there can be many enemies in tanks.
Here I go!
Alright, I'm going to take advantage of the tank's cover
Careful,
here.
you're headed towards the machine gun.
Okay, now the nice thing is they'll keep trying to shoot even though they can't get him. And then while he's reloading, I can toss a grenade. Now hopefully he was the reinforcements.
Enemy found!
Find out in just a sec.
You're clear to advance. Move out.
Alright, Ted has captured the base. Again.
Keep occupied. Keep this pace up.
Fucking mines in here.
Don't let the...
Actually bring Oscar back for a new sniper. But I think it'd be more useful to bring Walter. I doubt you can do anything. I'm actually going to just end it now, and I can carry over that CP. I think you can store up to like 20 total. Alright, that stopped them from getting their reinforcements at that base. Which just means they're going to do it later. Oh my god!
Everyone's a critic.
That was unexpected.
got it.
Alright, I'm gonna send Herbert. Then pick him up and then disarm those mines.
Medic?
Fight this thing! I'm almost there!
Don't pass up a chance to attack. I'm afraid my gun is gonna melt.
I'm sweating an ocean, complete with a sandy beach.
Like real mines, stepping on them arms them, stepping off of them detonates them. Or real mines in World War II. At least some. Man! That guy.
I'm tired.
Enemy unit neutralized.
Hey, and he actually made it to cover, so I don't need to take another action with him. Which I obviously
Entering
would if
combat.
he didn't. Because that tank just killed fucking Ted. Which sucks.
You're headed straight for that machine gun.
Can't cross that little
Time your shots carefully, soldiers.
ridge in the tank.
Hostile sighted! Enemy sighted!
Careful, you're headed towards a machine gun.
You could fry an egg on the hood of this thing.
Now!
That must have been a dead soldier. Oh yeah, that's the one that Herbert killed.
Here we go!
Wait, advance further and then use a... Oh yeah!
These Badlands are in... Yes. Hiding within the sandstorm is a valid tactic.
I'm not sure to what extent sandstorm means anything on this level, really, mechanically speaking.
And I'm gonna sleep for a week when this is over.
Now!
And
Roger that!
Cool guy Walter.
focus on making smart choices, soldiers.
And please don't miss. Huzzah!
Here we go!
Then I'll probably bring Herbert out to... Okay, now. Let's see.
Now!
Yes! I needed to save the rest of my AP to turn this way. Now again, I'm rolling the tank over there first to kill that sniper. That looks like an AT mine, possibly. Definitely a shock trooper over there, shock trooper over there. Reinforcements coming in there, which I think will be another shock trooper. That's an elite shock trooper, or a commander shock trooper.
Don't let them break through.
And for my final trip.
Yeah, got it.
Front lines, return fire!
He should be safe here. I'm gonna move him a little over this way. And I know there's a shock trooper over there. And center's probably safest. Maybe a little to the left, just in case sniper.
sustained. Minor damage sustained.
Well, there's the dust.
Roger that!
Worth a shot.
I'll probably miss.
Why'd you go and say that, Walter? I'm gonna protect you from the sniper anyway.
Here we go!
I know I said I was going that way, but I might be able to get a shot on the radiator of that
Keep your stamina up.
first. And kill that storm, that shock trooper while I'm at it.
Here we go!
Definitely gonna kill that guy.
Who are these guys?
And line up for a slightly better shot here before I
Enemy unit
end
approaching.
the action so I can take the shot.
Here we go! Fire!
Missed the radiator, hit the body. It's fine. Now I need further.
I'll give it a go.
Oh man, I nearly hit that thing. I think
Target locked.
probably passed through right there.
This looks kind of like home.
I was gonna shoot, but I forgot I need to do this.
Thank you.
Try to keep your footing and then
Everyone
stand.
should be safe from the dust. The dust is the sniper, by the way. His name is something the dust. Oh god! Those reinforcements they've been requesting are snipers. Well, shoot. Interesting.
Minor damage sustained.
Enemy tanks are weird.
Damage minimal.
Yet they keep hitting. Ooh, just missed him.
Here we go!
Alright, well, I think he's probably gonna run over Walter for a little bit.
Try to stay sharp. Let's all get back
Yeah,
home
that doesn't
alive.
hurt them. Because otherwise you could exploit it to deal damage to enemies.
Y'all still with me, soldiers?
Oh, I was gonna see if he could hit those
Keep an eye on your allies'
snipers
positions.
while he was over here. Over there.
Fall back for now! Retreat!
That's fine.
Here we go!
Target silenced. Head for the next one. Stick it out, soldiers.
Entering combat!
This should get him.
Enemy unit neutralized. Now's your chance.
Hoping I can get Herbert here in one action.
I'll give it a go.
I'm not totally sure how far he can reach.
A second slip could kill you out there.
Alright. That did it.
Thank you.
Just try and stop me! Get ready for a breakdown!
A second slip could kill you out there.
Well, that's probably bad.
Squad leaders, report your status.
I'm just gonna fire in that general direction.
I'll probably miss.
Oh, that's actually gonna help. Took out the sandbags that snipers generally use for cover. Sandstorm might protect him. Otherwise, he's kind of screwed.
Under miner fire!
Yeah, it looks like the sandstorm will in fact protect him. Those some... Oh, yes! Oh, that's good. That's very good.
Entering combat!
See, destroying that sandbag forced them all to go stand in about the same place.
A second slip could kill you out there.
Oh, that's screenshot worthy.
Fire!
Oh, man! That is entirely because of Walter.
Good. That makes things a bit easier. Careful, you're headed towards a machine gun.
I need to not hit that mine.
Out of him.
You know, hopefully.
Yeah, got it. This looks kind of like home.
I'm afraid my gun is gonna melt.
You could fry an egg on the hood of this.
Heck yeah! Herbert's gonna cap. But before he does, I can probably kill this tank.
All units forward.
For a total victory.
Now!
Satisfying.
That makes things a bit easier.
No hostiles left on the map. Nope.
I'll give it a go.
I guess I'll be a hero. Whatever. Can I go home now? That went pretty well. Okay, game disagrees. Whatever. Getting a high rank isn't that important. You'll still get plenty of experience and money. And there is the Scharfschützengewehr that we picked up from the dust, whose name I never actually caught because we killed him while he was behind a wall. I think it's Katya the Dust, though. I was holding off on until I saw it, but I'm pretty sure it's Katya the Dust. Let's see. There's actually no point in going to the headquarters or anything until after I've viewed the rest of these cutscenes. This is kind of where the game really starts, so this is probably a pretty good place to have started streaming.
Huh? What's this supposed to be anyway?
Oh.
What a weird place for something like this.
There you all are.
Faldio is one of Welkin's friends from college. He's an archaeologist. Also
Hey
the
there,
commander
Faldio.
of the unit.
I didn't know you
Same
were out
rank
here
as
too.
Welkin, since they completed command school while they were in college. The country they're from, Gallia, has mandatory military training for all citizens. It's kind of like, is it Sweden? I think it is. Where they're neutral, but everyone is technically a member of the militia.
I'm an archaeology major, remember? I was ordered to observe the ruins interior.
That's also why he and his sister know how to operate a tank. He took tank command and she took engineering and tank driving, so it worked out pretty well.
The shape of it really is unusual. I've never seen anything like it.
I feel like I've seen it before somewhere. Where could it have been?
And Alicia was a captain of the town guard in their hometown, which is the first place attacked
This
in the
building
war.
was supposedly erected millennia ago by the Valkyria themselves.
So they actually existed then?
Yes. The Valkyria make a sudden appearance in European history, thousands of years ago.
In case you were wondering, yeah, the map does basically just look like Europe. In Europa is the Allies, and the Imperians are, well, they're the Axis. I wouldn't say they're the Nazis, but they're the Axis. Hell, some of the people in my unit are more like Nazis than some of the
Records say
Imperians.
they brought with them incredibly advanced technology and divine might. Then one day, their history just ends. The Valkyria just disappeared.
I always thought they were just a myth.
That's it. I remember now.
Remember what?
The Dread Nautilus. This structure looks just like a Dread Nautilus.
A dread nautilus? What's that?
And Welkin studied botany and entomology. Entomology? Yeah, entomology. So he knows lots of stuff about nature.
You don't know? They're marine cephalopods. They live inside pointy spiral shells.
He also really, really likes nature, which is what the Sparkles is about.
And these ruins look just like that shell. I wonder if there's some connection there.
Welkin, you can be such a...
What's up?
Nothing.
Right, let's take a look inside then. We may find some clue to why the Empire is out here.
Alicia, I want you to come help. Largo, Rosie, and Isara, you stay here.
Yeah, that's
Be
a
on the
good
lookout
idea.
for movement in the area.
Isara, you stay here with the two people who absolutely despise you.
All right, sir.
really bothers me that all that text is almost legible. Some words can definitely be made out.
Tell me, Selvaria, do these walls offer an answer to our search?
He uses the royal third person.
I pray, where sleeps the ancient power?
What do you read, child?
Valkov, the Holy Lance, scorcher of the vast earth, asleep eternal in the bosom of Randgrease.
Randgrease is the capital of Gallia.
Kept thereby for eon without end.
Then it's true. The sacred lance lies buried within Randgrease's walls.
It's not exactly buried.
But your grace, how do you intend to control the lance once it is found?
Worry not. A beast fit to bear that burden will soon be at our disposal. With this, our dream is made hard fact. Our crown shadow will extend to all of Europa.
Chapter 7. The Battle at Barious.
The next mission is a hell of a mission. So I'm going to take a break before I actually start it. But first, the cutscenes.
Whoa. I don't know what...
Amazing, isn't it? I was surprised when I first came here too.
There aren't any windows or skylights in here, but it's still so light.
The ruins are made of stone with a high ragnite concentration. It lights itself.
It's uncanny.
Look at this. Something's written on the wall here.
It's in Old
Northern?
It was the dominant writing system in Europa.
Do you know?
Yeah, we just covered it this last year. Let's take a look. It's more or less a recounting of the Darkson calamity as the history books tell it. The Darksons unlocked some secret property of Ragnite and tried to conquer the continent. 100 cities raised its fell light, 100,000 men and beast therewith. It says this area used to be one of the cities lost in that purge as well.
So they did use Ragnite.
It was in the middle of that destruction that the Valkyria suddenly came into the picture. Supposedly they rose to face the Darksons, armed with sacred lances, blue with flame. That became the War of the Valkyria.
I had a picture book about that as a girl. But it's fiction, right? Like a fairy tale.
Ruins like these dot the European map, traces of the culture that once ruled the continent. The majority of the anthropological community now agrees that the Valkyria did exist.
Wow, this is so educational.
The Valkyria won and rose to power, while the Darksons were scattered across Europe. There are some who worship the Valkyria as the saviors of Europa even today. Meanwhile, the Darksons got branded with the stigma of their past and were persecuted. With no land of their own, they had to work as itinerant laborers and Ragnite.
Which is why there are...
I never knew that.
Anyway...
I've been looking. Those imps got some...
You're foul. Takes some kind of brass to blow up a chunk of turf this big, don't you think? Looks like the Dark Hairs have been bad news for the rest of us folks since day one.
What? No archaeological proof exists to support the theory that Darksons destroyed Barious.
Look around! How much more proof do you need?
And it's an unfair generalization to assume that all Darksons cause trouble for others.
You saying you don't? Look, it's 'cause of you people that my whole... You stay out of this, Largo!
We're on patrol here. You keep squawking, and we're likely to get sniped. You know Rosie's got a temper on her. She wouldn't go off if you didn't talk back.
Jeez. She wouldn't get so mad at you if you didn't say anything when she was already so mad at you.
I don't believe anything I've said is untrue.
Faldio. It's called the Valkyrian Spiral.
Okay, so what is it?
I was talking about their power before, remember? The sacred blue flame? The spiral motif on their relief carvings are said to represent inexhaustible power.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Still, we haven't seen any Imperials here. Not even any signs of entry. I guess it's possible that this wasn't what brought the Empire out here.
Well, the others are waiting. Let's go back.
Sure.
Huh?
Alicia, what just happened?
I don't know.
It looks like it keeps going.
An underground chamber in the Barious ruins. This is a huge discovery.
Should we go?
Do you have to ask?
All right, let's take a look. Whoa, what is this place?
Seems like it goes on forever.
Wow, look at this wall. Amazing.
There are engravings everywhere. What do they say, Faldio?
I'm not sure. I wish I could tell you. They're too ancient for me to decipher.
Looking at the runes, they are actually different from the other ones.
Welkin! We're not alone.
Who's there?
Well, how surprising to find you here. We don't get many visitors. I won't ask how you were able to break in. It's not really important. But you defile this sanctum with your presence.
Guys, that's Maximilian.
Maximilian? Wait, but he's the enemy commander. Hold it right there! You take one more step and I'll shoot you down, I swear I will! What?
Lower your weapon. Your lives are worthless to me, but I do not wish to stain this sacred place with blood. If you are determined to have this confrontation, why don't we settle it outside?
Welkin.
After I get to my giant tank.
Welkin. So, you're the brat who's responsible. My compliments for the Vassal Bridge and the base in Cloden. You quite impressed Jaeger, who was singing your praises, boy. Silvaria, come.
Sir.
Now's our chance to take out their commander.
She's right, Faldio. Let's go!
Right.
Okie dokie. I am going to go through the headquarters. And after I've done that, it will be break time, so I can get some dinner. Let's see. Take a look at those weapons I picked up. See, this is the problem with their weapons. They're generally pretty strong, but they're terrible at range and accuracy. Which probably works to my benefit most of the time, unless I'm trying to carry those weapons. Like, it has a third the range. Why would I take a sniper rifle like that? I guess because it's twice as strong. There are probably situations where it's appropriate, but I shouldn't just give it out normally. I don't know why I would give him a different gun. I think I usually give Hannes this thing though. I believe he has the melee skills. Oh no, he doesn't. Salinas does. So Salinas is especially good at melee combat, and it makes sense to give him the short-range weapon. But with a range of 80, he pretty much has to go get the drop on people in order to be useful. But it does 50% more damage if you can get them. I don't think I have any other weapons to distribute. Castle front.
Hey. Oh, and how about the new rising star of school? I couldn't help but...
So here's some of those stories. So there again, the official guess is that they're trying to invade Barious because they think there's Ragnite there. I forgot the Prime Minister's name was Borg. So, I mentioned Gallia was an independent and the Imperians are the bad guys. The Federation are the quote-unquote good guys and the allies, but in our as an independent, they mostly just want to acquire us still. Even though they don't invade us like the Imperians. So basically the people don't really want to be dragged into the Federation, but it might be necessary or we'll all die. I think this is one of the ones that unlocks a mission.
Come back.
An interesting one at that. Alright, training field.
Welcome to your... Train all...
Who's gonna be important? Lancers are gonna be important. And shock troopers are gonna be important. Ah, rats. I may play the skirmish I unlocked, or the bonus mission I unlocked before the big battle, just so I can upgrade the shock troopers.
Come back.
R&D. So here's what I was talking about. After I get this upgrade, then we branch off into 3 different kinds of rifles. It's such a small boost. It's really annoying. Is there a visible difference on this model? I can't tell. I think there is. The magazine looks closer to the trigger, but it could just be my Eyes playing tricks on me. Yeah, that's helpful, generally. This is more helpful. One of the things about defense is that defense is applied per shot. So generally, high defense makes it more difficult to use weapons like a machine gun than it does to use, say, a sniper rifle. Because against 3 defense, a sniper rifle loses 3 damage, and a machine gun loses as much as 60 if every shot hits. Of course, if every shot hits, it'll probably kill them anyway. Alright, now that would be nice to have, so... And I'm so close to having it, I'm definitely going to play the Largo's Passion mission before the Battle in Barious.
Report. Largo's Passion.
This is a very strange mission.
Ugh, you always get snippy the minute your stomach rumbles, Largo.
Sorry, guys. Have you been waiting long? I'll get right to the briefing. You may already be aware of the recent hike in food prices.
I do remember one worker at the mess hall mentioning that produce prices were rising.
Apparently the Empire has taken hold of the trade route farmers use to ship their stock.
What did you say?
Vegetable crisis grips Gallia. Not a very exciting headline.
You mocking the power of vegetables?
What? I was just... What's your problem?
Vegetables are like bombs packed tight with all kinds of important nutrients. Kids gotta eat them to grow up right, and the body's practically made of vegetables.
Which are like bombs?
In any case, Squad 7's next mission is to clear that trade route of Imperials.
All right, time to put the fear of veggies into these imps.
The fear of veggies? Is he serious?
Alright. I think I'll play this right now. Yeah. I better save first. This might take me a couple tries. It's a weird mission.
You will now be briefed on the operation.
So basically, can't spare a medic means if someone falls, they die. And 2 of the 3 people will be me and Largo, I think, who aren't allowed to die on this mission. Oh, no. If anyone falls on this mission, it's over. Turn this light on so I can see. Let's see. Units. So I've got Largo and Welkin. I think I usually bring Hannes. I might try with Salinas first. One of the major problems with this mission, well, this mission would probably be easy if you took your time, which I don't do. I mean, I do to a certain extent.
The bastards block.
Shh. This is a stealth operation. Ready to go.
Basically, the way this usually goes is I have to play it a couple times until I have memorized where units pop up. Stupid radio.
Use the dark.
Enemy sighted.
Awesome. Surprised I got my gun up before him.
Yes!
Target silenced. Head to the next one.
Gotta love nature.
Oh yeah, stepping on grass is good for Welkin.
Enemy tank spotted. Brace yourselves for incoming fire.
Nature.
Try to strike them first.
Keep casualties down.
Enemy sighted. Ready to go.
Oh, that was close. Probably
Yes!
would have died if he hadn't finished him off.
That makes things a bit easier.
Hostile
Think
sighted.
you can secure that route? The shadows of buildings should offer you cover. Please secure the trade route.
Now's your chance. Stay tucked away in the shadows.
Alright. Now I need to get Largo up here. And unfortunately, he is slow.
Been waiting here.
Okay. Well, I'm fairly certain there's a guy at the end of that road that's right in front of Welkin now.
Ready to go.
I'm actually gonna go. It's hard to tell because of
Gotta love nature. Hostile sighted.
Can't actually shoot him though. Well, that was a waste.
Keep that cover fire coming.
Keep an eye on your rear.
God damn it.
Yes!
Good. That makes things a bit easier. Ready and waiting for your command.
Hostile sighted.
Yep, that's what I thought. Now I'm gonna try to go catch Largo up.
Just watch this.
There's always a chance. It'll probably take him long enough to reach the next.
Been waiting here.
To reach where he needs to use his weapon. He can take another shot.
You're done.
Oh my god! He just shot that guy in the head with a rocket.
All right.
Sucks to be that guy.
Neutralized. Maintain your lock.
Well, that's gonna save me some time. However, we're coming up on the part that tends to result in deaths.
Ready to go.
Tighten up perimeter defenses.
Which is right.
Enemy sighted.
That is a Gatling turret. And that scout is in cover. Oh, cool. Vulcan has grenades for the purposes of this mission.
Now.
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
Alright. Now, the best way to get rid of that turret
Been waiting here.
is to bring up Largo and hope I get lucky.
You're done.
And I did. So this is
All
going
right.
pretty well.
Nice work.
Not
Keep
embarrassing
taking 'em
myself
down.
on this stream. I think there's actually a dude in there. Possibly. So I'm gonna hold off for just a second.
Ready to go.
Enemy tank sighted. Watch out for incoming fire. Target sighted. Now we take it out.
Hostile sighted.
Advance under cover of...
Yes.
Good work. Keep it up.
Getting lucky today. Largo actually hit targets twice in a row. Let's see what happens. I think we're clear. Just have to get Largo up to that grass ahead. But
Ready
I
to
might as
go.
well be super careful. It might have just not moved someone. As far as I can tell.
expeditiously.
Hostile sighted.
Please be careful of stray bullets.
Hostile sighted.
Oh, you can switch shoulders. Unfortunately, that's not really enough to help here. Can't see anything.
I think I saw somebody in the shadows over...
Take this.
I don't even know if grenades can damage a tank body. They always seem to just end up on the
We're being
turrets.
sniped at.
Did something just flash across the street?
Been waiting here.
You should be fine if you stay in their blinds.
Just watch this.
next turn, hopefully, he'll be able to get both tanks. I don't think he can.
Penetrating enemy lines.
He'll have 3 actions and 3 shots to hit 2 tanks. Should be fine. Fortunately, they don't have like mortars to fire into the grass, because then we'd be dead.
Been waiting here. You're done.
Alright. That leaves me with 2 chances to take out the
All
other.
right. Just keep up this pace.
Just watch this.
Go.
You're done.
Awesome. Well, I guess I did it in one. Very neat. I remembered enough of what
Operation
happens in this mission. But boy, if you don't, you will probably die. Now that is a decent amount of experience and money. Definitely enough to get what I need.
I ever tell you my old man's a farmer? Feels good to know I'm helping farm folk out. Growing up on the farm, I was always helping with the harvest, out there in the field. I'm serious when I say veggies are king, too. The more you eat, the healthier you get.
I agree. A lot of nutrients vegetables offer can't be found anywhere else. Plus, I feel like vegetables are a way to take in the power of nature as a whole.
Power of nature, huh?
Yeah. Plants grow by absorbing energy from the sun, the soil, even tiny microbes. Eating vegetables is like getting all that natural energy right from the source.
I tell you, boss, you got your head on right. You got my mark.
All energy on Earth, pretty much, is ultimately solar, besides geothermal. Because anything you get from what used to be an animal or something you eat, all of that ultimately came from the sun, up through microbes, plants, smaller animals.
Hey, my folks' old
Sun's
farm
important.
went under, but I want to start it up again.
Just keep
as
it
an
away
organic
from me.
veggie farm.
In general.
Funny, huh? Big macho man goes from flinging bullets to being king of the carrot patch.
I'm not laughing. Once you're all set up and harvesting, you'll have to let me sample what you've grown.
Boss, you'd be welcome to eat all you wanted. But you'd have to help with the harvest. And out on the farm, I'm squad leader. Be ready for the workout of your life.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now let's flip back to the correct page. Go back to headquarters. Save, and then I'm gonna get there.
Trent! Good!
For this next mission, I'm going to give Lancers an edge I wouldn't usually give them. I really need them not to miss.
Okay!
already. Oh, I might as well spend the rest of this. Bringing down the experience needed for snipers. Now to buy that extra accuracy for the tank. That's a good stats. I have no idea how much plus 12 accuracy is. All I know is the aim is still E. I don't know if that's like 12 minutes of arc or what. Okay, time to save. And then it's time to go. I will be back streaming this later.